Why is trying it off on me?
She has to show my audience. Hello everyone. Thanks for being here today. I made brownies to share, so feel free to grab while we get started. Okay, my name is Skylar White, and I want to talk about how social media is changing the way we communicate. It is a huge part of our lives, and we use it to stay in touch, share updates, and feel connected. But it is also changing how we talk, how we relate to each other, and how we feel about ourselves. My main points are how social media changes the way we express emotions, how social media can help and hurt relationships, and how setting boundaries can protect your mental health. According to my textbook, not yet. According to my textbook, social media is a dynamic website and application that enables individual users to create and share contacts or to participate in personal networking. But my question for you is, have you ever noticed that the more you scroll, the less connected you actually feel? My goal today is to persuade you to set boundaries with social media so you can protect your emotional health and communicate more clearly. I learned this through my communications class, our textbook, Human Communications in Society, and just paying attention to how I use social media in my life. Let's start with how social media changes the way we express emotion. Social media gives us fast ways to feel emotions. We can use emojis, we can like and comment on posts to communicate. These tools are easy to use, but they do not always show how we really feel. We lose tone of voice, facial expression, and body language, and these things matter. They help us understand each other. For example, someone might say, "I'm fine" with a smiley emoji, but they are actually upset. Without hearing their voice or seeing their face, it is easy to miss how they actually feel. They can lead to confusion, miscommunication, and even hurt feelings. People also tend to post only the best parts of their lives, such as vacations, celebrations, and achievements. That can sometimes make others feel like they are not doing enough or they are falling behind. It can create pressure to look happy even when you're struggling. A Harvard Business School study found that emotional context spreads faster than neutral posts. That means strong emotions, especially anger, sadness, or excitement, get more attention. An article from Philosophy and Technology says social media triggers fast emotional reactions that do not always match up to how we truly feel. We react quickly, but do not always reflect. To wrap up this point, we need to stop letting apps share how we express emotions. It is time to take control of how we communicate and make sure it reflects what we actually feel. Now let's talk about how social media helps and hurts relationships. Social media does help us stay in touch with friends and family, especially when we are far apart. We can message, share updates, and feel like we are a part of each other's lives. This is a good thing. However, there are bad parts. It can also cause a problem because it can lead to comparing yourself to others, arguments, or feeling left out. You might see a group of friends hanging out without you, or you might feel pressure to respond quickly, even when you are busy. My textbook says online relationships can feel strong at first, but they might not be as deep as in-person ones. You might feel close to someone online, but when you meet in person, it feels different. This can be disappointing and confusing. We also share We also need to ask ourselves, are we building real connections or are we just staying busy? If we want strong relationships, we have to set limits. We have to be present with the people around us. A study from Medical News Today found that social media can improve long-distance relationships, but also ruin the quality of in-person time. It can lead to distraction, irritation, and less emotional connection. Another article from Psychology Today found that people in relationships often feel disconnected when their partner is focused on their phone. It also mentioned that social media can lead to jealousy, comparison, and even trust issues. It is important to enjoy the time you have with the people around you. Like this family. They are all together, hanging out, being happy. Yeah. Let's look about how setting boundaries can help us communicate better. Setting boundaries with social media helps us feel more present and less stressed. This could mean turning off notifications, taking breaks, or choosing not to respond right away. It is about giving yourself space to think and breathe. The textbook says self-awareness helps us communicate better. That means noticing how you feel and how you act. I did this by putting my phone away before bed, and it helps me be more present. An article from Mindful Health Situations says that using social media too much can lead to stress, comparing yourself to others, and even bullying. It suggests taking breaks, choosing what you watch, and setting time limits to protect your mental health. PositivePsychology.com says it's not just how much we use social media, but how we use it. We can use it to connect with others on a personal level. It can be good for our mental health. Setting limits is not about quitting social media completely. It is about using it in ways that support your overall being. It is about choosing connections over comparison. But if we use it to compare ourselves with others or chase likes, it can make us feel worse. Selena Gomez, a well-known pop star, says it is important to take breaks and remember there is a whole new world around you. This is a phone, and this is a stress ball. The phone represents the connection that we have to social media, and the stress ball represents the connection you have to your well-being. We gotta find the balance in the two objects. It is important to take care of yourself. Let's review the main points again. Social media changes the way we express emotions and how it can hurt and build relationships, and how setting boundaries can protect our mental health. Think about how you use social media and how it affects your communication. Try making small changes like taking breaks, noticing your feelings, and being more thoughtful online. You do not have to quit, just be more aware. These steps can help you feel better and connect more honestly with each other. Social media is not going away, but we can chase how we use it. Let's stop scrolling and start connecting. Thank you for listening. Bro.